Hi friends, in this tutorial I am going to show you how to log in to Facebook, LinkedIn and Google. If you use a requirement, you need to log in to Facebook or Google or LinkedIn. In Angular, how to perform that social links integration, what are the modules required, what are the packages required, how to perform that social logins. I am showing this tutorial step by step. First I am going to add package. What package required to perform that social login integrations. I am already created Angular project. If you don't know how to create Angular project, please refer my previous tutorials. And also you don't know how to add bootstrap and font awesome and jQuery, please refer my previous tutorial. That link I paste in my description. Now I am going to add what package required to perform this social logins. npm install ng4 social login. So my package is successfully installed. Now I am going to import what are the classes required, what are the modules is required. I am import first app.model.ts. What are the modules required to import? In app.model.ts I am going to import np4 social login. First one social login model. Next one auth service config. Next I am integrating Google. Next Facebook. Next LinkedIn. After above other ng module, I need to perform some operations. That one I am perform constant config equal to new auth service config. Here you need to pass two parameters. One is the auth service config items and auth login. One is the boolean type, another one is the all the providers. Now provider is nothing but a Facebook provider or Google provider and LinkedIn provider. So first is the array type. Second one is the boolean. Boolean is nothing but true or false. I am passing false. Inside I am taking three objects. The three objects contains ID and provider. Okay. First one ID. First I take Google login provider dot provider ID. Second one provider. New Google login provider. Here you need to pass that login client ID. That Google, if you go on perform that Google app account, developers account, it will create one client ID. I'll go to that console dot developers dot google.com APIs slash I'll go but I login console.developers dot. If you go to console.developers.google.com, here you need to create projects. If you create that Google account, first you need to log in as your Gmail account. I already log in that Gmail account, that's why it's login directly. It's coming to my developer.console dashboard. Here I am creating this many. If you want to create new project, click on new project. You need to give your project name, social login, create, click on enable API services, not required this one. If you go to libraries, credentials, go to credentials. Here you need to select social login, create credentials. If you each one you want to cancel, add client ID. Here your application for app bar, like that you need to configure. Here you need to fill all informations. Your product and shown, home URL, product or logo, policy URL, terms and conditions. I will show you. If you create all fields, finally it will create one client ID. It will create one client ID. That client ID need to copy and paste. This is my client ID. Now same thing I am going to create for Facebook also. ID colon Facebook login provided that provider ID provider new Facebook login provider. Same thing you need to pass your client ID also. You also need to pass client ID. I will pass my client ID. Same thing, you go developers.facebook.com. Here I need to go my apps. This is my app ID. Check, this is my app ID. I copy this app ID. If you don't know how to create client IDs in Facebook or Google and LinkedIn, please comment in my comment box. I will create the tutorial for you. ID. Next, finally the LinkedIn provider ID provider equal to new LinkedIn provider. Same thing here also I'm passing here my LinkedIn client ID. Same thing I will go developer.linkedin.com. First I will log in. Here also I am going to, this is my client ID. I take this client ID. I'll place here. Hi friends, one more time I will tell you, if you don't know how to create that client IDs in Google or on Facebook and LinkedIn, please comment in my comment box. I will do the tutorial for you how to create client IDs. Next I'll create one more export. I'll create one function, export function, provide config, return config. Now I am going to import social login module, and I need to add one provider here. Provide, that is our service config. Next, user factory, that is provide config. This provide config is This config is written configuration. What are the configurations written? That is written. These are configurations required. One is I need to import my all models. What are the models and what are the providers required? After I create one config, that is the our service config. I create whatever logins I want. I am using Google Plus and Facebook and LinkedIn. I provide that client IDs. After I am taking one function, provide config. After I am import my social login model. This social login model is this one. And also I am writing on inside providers. Provide our surface config. That is our surface config. Here also I am creating new object and use factory. I am providing that provide config. So app.model.ts done. Now I am going to write logic in app.component.ts. Before I am writing app.component.ts, first I am design my HTML page. I am going to app.component.cs. I remove these all things. I take one div class container hyphen fluid. After I will take one row class row. After I will take class call hyphen md hyphen 12. Here I take one style equal to text align. I take a kit center. I'll take h2. After I'll take p social logins. I take button. I'll take class button icon primary. I take one style background color 385 998. This is the Facebook color. Same thing. Border icon color. Same thing like copy paste border also. I take class is equal to icon fa icon Facebook. Facebook. Same thing I will take two more. Here I change. Second one is the Google login 6C 3D 2D C6 not 6C C6 C6 3 3D to the same thing. I added border color. Next here I am placing Google FA hyphen Google. Third one is the LinkedIn 487 5B4. LinkedIn here linked hyphen in linked in is the one word LinkedIn. Next I am again I will take one more div class call hyphen md hyphen 12 same thing here also I will place. Next I take one card div class card. I'll apply style width 20 rem margin 20 pixels 0 to 24 pixels 0 text align same thing F center. Next I am going to take one image S or C equal to I will add after that things after control create alter I will take image here also I will add style width 200 pixels border hyphen border radius 50% margin hyphen top 10 pixels. Next I take one user body card hyphen body inside I take h4 class card hyphen title. Next I'll take class equal to card hyphen text. Now I'm design. Now I need to add. For suppose I click on that Facebook What operation need to perform? I click on LinkedIn. Else I will write that logic in app.component.ts. Same thing, first I need to import. Package name is ng4 hyphen social sorry social login. I am using ng for social login. First auth service, not config, auth service, not auth service config, auth service. Next social user. Next Google login provider, Facebook login provider, LinkedIn login provider. Okay, now I am take as a public user colon n is equal to social user. Now I am write condition here. I will write first I will complete my compound logic after it will confuse. Next I create one constructor. Here constructor social auth service equal to auth service I will take. First I am going to Facebook login. Facebook login. I will write this dot social auth service dot sign in. I will provide Facebook login dot provider ID dot then again I will create user data. Okay. Here I will add user equal to user data. Same thing I will go to. Now I am going to write Google login. Google login. Same thing I will take this dot social auth service dot sign in. Same thing Google provider dot provider ID dot then user data. This dot user equal to user data. Same thing I will add linked in login. Same thing dash dot social auth login dot sign in LinkedIn provider dot provider ID dot then user data. Same thing, this dot user is equal to user data. So my component logic is done. Once again also I import my what are the packages required. I import here. Here what are the required art services required, social user, Google login provider, Facebook login provider and LinkedIn provider. I am writing. After I am declare on user, I take that is the social user, declare the here full name as a user. I create one constructor that is a social art service constructor. I take that reference social art service. If I click on Facebook, you need to perform this operation. If I click on Google, this operation need to perform. If you click on LinkedIn, this operation need to perform. Same thing. Source last service signing, provider ID you passing, then user data it will come. Now I am going to complete my HTML logic finally. Ng if user dot photo URL. Photo URL means if you log in as a Facebook, it will return photo, first name, last name and everything. Search user dot photo URL, title and displaying user dot name. Here I am displaying user dot email. Now I am going to write click functionality. If I click here, I am writing what method here, Facebook login. If I click here, Google login. If I click here, LinkedIn login. Now I am going to run my server. Ng serve. My server is running. Now I am going to refresh. Now it's coming Facebook social logins. If I click Facebook, check my Facebook photo and Facebook name and Facebook email is coming. Same thing if I click Google, Google things is coming. If you click LinkedIn, LinkedIn things is coming. If you close Facebook, what happening I will show you. Now I am log out from my Facebook. If I click on Facebook, it will come one pop-up. Here asking your email address and password. If you enter email address and password, it will come like this. If you already log out, it's showing pop-up is asking your. If you click on Google credentials is asking. If you log in, if you LinkedIn credentials login, it will already is login. It's showing automatically fetch. It's showing same thing LinkedIn and Google and Facebook. So, hi friends, once again I will show you deep explanation about that code. First time importing ng for social login to terminal into my project. I will show you that once again. This is my plugin. I'm adding npm install space ng4 hyphen social hyphen login space hyphen hyphen save. Once you click or press on enter, it will install. Once installation done, I am adding packages into my app.model.ts. I'm adding social login module or service config, Google provider, Facebook login provider, LinkedIn provider from ng4 social login. After I'm creating or service config, that is the contains are two parameters. One is the boolean type, one is the array type. In array type, I am passing my all Google provider client ID and Facebook provider client ID and LinkedIn provider client ID. Finally, I am passing true, false, or true or false. Each one you want, you can pass. After I am creating one function, I return that one config. I return whatever the constant I am creating. I return that config. After I am importing social login module in imports area, and in providers I am adding provider art service config and user factor and provide config I am passing. After I am going to design HTML page, three buttons I am designing, that is the Facebook, Google and LinkedIn. After if we click on that one, I am displaying image and username and email. Finally I am creating component.ts. Same thing I am import our service, social user, Google login provider, Facebook login provider, LinkedIn login provider from ng4 social login. I am creating one user, just I am declaring one user. I provide that social or service into constructor. I am creating reference variable. If you click on Facebook, I am for social hard service dot signing. I am providing my provider ID, social Facebook login provider dot provider ID. Then user data return. That user data I am assigned to the user. That user I am printing here. User dot photo URL, user dot name, user dot email. So friends, this tutorial is helpful for you, I guess. Thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, please like my video. Please subscribe my channel and activate bell icon for more updates. Thank you for watching. If you don't know how to create client IDs in Facebook, Google and LinkedIn, if you want, you can please comment in my comment box. I'll create that tutorial for you. Thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.